DIY. I'm Willow, and today we have a special guest with us. This is the machine.
What's up, DIYers? How you doing? Thanks for joining us today. We are going to be unboxing and installing the Nest the Nest video camera. We did the thermometer a while back, but we got the doorbell this time. But yeah, we're gonna tag team this and show you how it's done.
Let's get to it.
Definitely. Oh wow.
Nice.
Look at that.
Nice and compact.
Pretty cool. You know, ever since Apple started making these packaging all like fancy, like everybody else follows suit. So look how like elegant it is and
Definitely.
pretty cool. Look at that thing. All right. I like it's got the big honking button, the big old fish eye.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! That came off. All right. Cool. Look at that. Big old.
Yeah, we can see.
Let's see what else is in here. Oh, packaging with instructions. Cool, cool. Oh, got the cool beware. We're watching you, suckers.
Yeah, look out.
Okay, and then what is this, Willow?
Chime connector.
We got some extras. Oh, we got a drill bit even. Look at that.
Masonry drill bit.
Danger. Look at that.
Awesome.
Cool. Hey, free tools are always pretty, well, it's not free. You pay a lot for this package, for the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm sure they charge you for it.
All right, and I guess these are if the other ones break.
Those are extension wires.
Okay.
That's what it says here.
Cool, cool.
And this is our release tool.
Gotta have a release tool.
And I guess, so there's this one. This is the wall plate, and the other piece is a mounting wedge. And so it has a little bit of an angle to it.
Oh, okay.
If you look on the side.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah, see how it's angled?
Okay, cool. Nice.
Just in case we need an angle.
And here's like it comes with the mounting screws, and then maybe like some stays or whatever, or what are those called? Like the
anchors.
Anchors, yeah. And then it's just got the cool. I didn't want to lose that little tool, but I think that's all that comes in the box. What do you think? About time to install this bad boy?
Let's get to it.
Yeah, buddy. Woo! The instructions on this thing are terrible.
Yeah, there pretty much is none.
For the Nest video doorbell install, we used a multimeter, a wire toner, a drill with a 5/8 Forstner bit, a Phillips and flathead screwdriver, wire connection beans, and safety goggles.
Alright, so this is the doorbell that we have installed right now. It's a wireless doorbell. The machine, about 6 years ago, he got his roof redone, and the roofers end up cutting the alarm or the doorbell wire.
No bueno, roofers.
So we just installed a wireless doorbell, and that was the easiest route to go back then. And you know, now the Nest thermostat requires a hardwired doorbell. So we purchased this, and it includes a new transformer with it. So we're gonna go ahead and tone out these wires. We're gonna hook them up at the front door at the push button and tone them out, and then we're gonna tone them out in the furnace closet, which is behind this wall. We're gonna hook up a brand new
Transformers. So what's the next step?
Let's tone out these wires.
Let's tone it.
Let's go to the front door. Let's get started. All right, so this is, you know, where our front doorbell is, the switch. I already removed this wireless doorbell. And here is our old wires. Just gonna dig these out. And we are gonna hook up the toner to them. And tone them out. All right, now we can go inside and tone them out at the doorbell. We're back here at the doorbell, and we are gonna tone out these wires. Let's get them all out in different directions. this will help us identify which one's what. So that sounds nice and good tone. That has a nice good tone to it. See that feedback it's giving us? It's like not as loud.
Yeah.
So these two wires here are obviously the push button doorbell wires.
Okay.
And these two must go back to the transformer in the furnace closet. So we'll hook up the toner on these two and we'll tone the furnace closet wires out. Alright, so this is our furnace closet and this is where all of our old wiring is and where our old transformers are for the video or for the doorbell.
Brushing my teeth.
Oral health is important, you gotta brush and floss every day. Alright, so our old transformers are up in here. So I'm gonna bring you guys in closer and get a better look at it. So this is where our old transformers are, way up here. And it's pretty tight up here. I already went to the breaker box and found the furnace wire and turned off the breaker. So, and I double checked it to make sure that there's no power going through there. So there's no chance of it getting electrocuted. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and disconnect these wires so we can check our tone on them. And make sure that these are the wires to the old doorbell transformer. So I'm just gonna pull them off the transformer and then take my wire toner. And those are the two wires to our doorbell. All the wires up there, that's all of our old wires that have already been cut. So this is a new wire that I ran in years ago after they cut it to this newer furnace. So we're gonna tie in to this wire. I'm probably gonna mount my transformer here and then wire it in to the furnace. So we're gonna open up our furnace. It's just two flathead screws, or you know, it's I don't know if that's 5/16 socket. And right here is our junction box for the power. So we're gonna open this up. These are Phillips head screws. And like I said, I already shut off the power to the furnace. So I know that these wires are not live. But I can go ahead and test them for you guys just in case, so that I can show you. 0 voltage. Across the ground, common and the ground. And this is our power hot leg. That's our load. Now that we got everything hooked up, we can reinstall this cover plate. And we can pull these wires down from our old transformer, and we'll hook them up to this new one.
Now, does it matter which wire goes where?
No. I mean, it does on the 120 volt.
True.
But not on this.
On the transformer, it doesn't
this
matter.
This steps it down to 24 volts, so no, it doesn't matter. Just white on one and black on the other. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys how I grounded and bonded this transformer to the furnace cabinet. I ran a ground wire from my furnace ground wire, and I sanded the side of the furnace cabinet to get that exposed metal to bond the transformer directly to the furnace cabinet. And I know that my furnace cabinet is grounded because I wired this furnace cabinet when we installed it, and I ran a ground for it. Here's what it looks like when I have it installed with my ground wire, and this side is bonded to the furnace cabinet because I sanded it. And that's what it should look like once it's done. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and remove our old bracket for the wireless doorbell. here's how I wired up the Wi-Fi dongle. I ran the gray wire into the trans port, and I ran the white wire into the front door port. And then on the other end, I ran the gray wire to the transformer, the wire that's coming from the transformer to this chime box. And then I ran the white wire to the black wire that's coming from the video doorbell itself. And then I tied in the two common wires together, and I'm just gonna put beans on all these. And this is what it should look like when it's all wired up, and I have all the wires tucked away and away from the chimes. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and place our actual doorbell. I used a 5/8 Forstner bit and drilled a small pocket behind this mounting bracket just to allow room for the wires so they won't break. Alright, now we're going to actually hook up the actual video doorbell. These wires don't matter which screw they go on, so either or. I like to put the curl of the wire the way that the screw tightens. So as you're tightening the screw, it tightens the wire up around it. Get the wires to feed back through the hole. Now we can turn the power back on. So we finished the install and we got everything working correctly, and we just wanted to sit down with you guys and talk about the trials and tribulations that we went through on getting this hooked up and the pros and cons of the Nest video doorbell. So first of all, the wiring, you know, this didn't come with any instructions, written instructions for wiring this. There was no wiring diagrams, so that posed some challenges.
The main instructions were on the phone itself, and maybe we're a little old-fashioned, but I would kind of prefer like some paper instructions. That way you're not reliant on a phone that can go dim, or that you have to go through a progression. And so it was a little bit challenging to use the directions on the phone. And so one of the things when we were installing the camera, we plugged in the camera.
Yeah, when we installed the actual button and camera on the door, we hooked up the wires and then we clipped it into the mounting bracket. And when there's not a lot of room for the wires behind it, so the wires have to shove back through the hole that goes through the door frame. So when we pushed it in, one of those old wires broke. So, you know, that's part of the wiring problems we had, is we were trying to wire the chime, or the Wi-Fi dongle to the chime, and it just wasn't working, and it wasn't connecting. And so I had to...
We didn't know because it was plugged in, it was plugged into the socket, and it was disconnected. And so we had to
take it back apart, and then we found that we had a broken wire in there. So, you know, but that you know, threw us off for quite a while. We stumbled and messed with it. You know, I switched wiring around all kinds of different ways of what I could wire it. So
one of the pro tips we have for you is, when you're installing it, don't connect the doorbell into the housing. Leave it hanging while you're connecting everything
to make sure everything works before you lock it into place.
Because that will save you a lot of time.
A ton of time.
Some of the pros, the camera is amazing.
It is. The video quality on the camera is great.
It is great. It is so crystal clear, and that fish angle or wide angle lens is just amazing. It picks up everything. You can get cars on the street moving by and everything like that. Like, it's really, really cool.
I love the fact that you can, you know, two-way voice through It's like an intercom system through the video doorbell.
Yeah.
And you can speak to people and you can just hear what's going on outside if you just turn it on.
Super cool. One of the cons I found is that, so if you answer it and you're talking through the microphone and you're too close to the actual doorbell itself, you'll get some feedback and it'll be like a high-pitched screech. And so you gotta be a little further away from it to actually work properly. But I think that's just a microphone issue with any microphone. But you know, if I have to think of a con, there's that as well. And it has a subscription service that is optional. So if you don't choose a subscription service, you get video recordings for a short, limited amount of time. I don't remember what they are exactly.
Yeah, I think it's like 3 days maybe or something.
Something like that. But if you,
I definitely think that's a pro not having a month, you know, having the option to not have a monthly subscription.
Exactly.
So,
but if you want to go in on the service or whatever, I think it records up to a week or 2 weeks or something like that, and it does like facial recognition and things like that, which are pretty cool. But it gives you a year of that service included in the package, so you get to try out all the bells and whistles before you decide if you want it or not. And so maybe that's a way to suck you in and, and steal your money.
Yeah, definitely. That's a way to get you hooked in.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
but you know, someone like me, I just don't like monthly fees. So
nobody does.
You know,
it's more money in your pocket.
Exactly.
Other than that, I think it's a good buy, and it's an easy install as long as you don't do what we did.
Yeah.
You'll get frustrated.
As long as you don't have the broken wire. You know, it would have took us half the time to install this if had we not clipped that in and broke that wire.
And that's what we like to call no bueno.
Yes, definitely no bueno.
Well, thanks for tuning in, and hopefully this video helps you get through this and not be as frustrated as we were with the install. And
please hit the like and subscribe buttons
down below. Do it. Do it.
Thanks for watching Willow's World of DIY.
Thanks for watching. And until
next time.
Someone you know is at the front door.
Hello?
Hey, man.
Hey.
Can you see me, man?
Yeah, I can see you.
Hey, man. Have you seen a Cocker Spaniel, man, with a drumstick, baby? I think I lost my dog, man.
No, I haven't seen no Cocker Spaniel running around with the drumstick.
Are you sure, man? Because I gotta play a show tonight, man, and my Cocker Spaniel's about this big, and he always takes my drumstick, man.
Well, I didn't find your Cocker Spaniel, but I think I found your drumstick. I think it's hanging right in your hair. No, on the other side.
Thanks, man. I think I can play my show tonight, man. But I still need to find Schmitty. Schmitty, are you in there, man?
No, I haven't seen Schmitty today.
Oh, man. Well, if you find him, you tell him. Come home.
Alright, if I see Schmitty, I'll send him home.
Because he's hungry, man. And he'll, like, do weird stuff, man. You know?
Yep, that's what they do when they get hungry.
I know, man. But you never know. Well, we'll see you next time, man. Come to my show.
Yeah, good luck on your show tonight.
Yeah, come by, man. And watch me play the drums.
I will.
Alright, man. Till next time.
Alright, until next time.